But now let's talk cycling. Yes. And who best to talk about cycling than the man who does cycling, and that's this Dennis Moore. And of course today, like I told you earlier, I'm hosting the host. But the show is interactive, so get interactive on 0260568135. And of course, I would love to read all your messages in the bounce. Maybe I'll let Dennis Moore do that as well. But anyway, Dennis, cycling. Recently you went on the tour, and funny enough, Ghana came 10th.
Well, Sammy, the truth is, it's not funny, but it was quite engaged, you know. It was Tour de Faso, you know, the 31st edition, you know, and I must say that Ghana really did well by placing 10th on that position.
You don't say?
But, yeah, I'm telling you.
10th out of 15 teams.
Absolutely. No, technically and tactically, you need to understand the game of cycling, you know, because if you're
of course, you can see images on your screen. That's a Ghana team.
Exactly.
Interesting enough.
And in the middle,
if you can just run us through the cyclists over there, not many know them, so take us through.
So I mean, we have the likes of Anthony Boachi, you know, we have the likes of Solomon Tego.
Who's the chap in the middle? With
he was a chap, you know, he's called, you know, Sorgo Matias in the Burkinabe, who was having a yellow jersey. And you know, he's a military person.
They were the eventual winners.
Absolutely, exactly.
Burkina Faso.
He won a yellow jersey, the eventual leaders jersey, you know, for the tour. But I must say that no, yes, this is Sorgo Matias, you know, the chap who actually won the yellow jersey. But it was a very good, you know, Sammy, expedition for Team Ghana, you know, riding against the likes of, you know, Germany, France, Holland, you know, and the Netherlands. And I must, you know, say on this network that I'm so much enthused, you know, by the presence of the acting Upper East Regional Minister.
Why? Why do you say so? I mean, what did he do? What influence did he have on the team?
Honorable Frank Adongo Fuseni. So I mean, he's been quite. Yeah, you can see on the picture. He's been quite phenomenal. And whatever that I go, whatever that I write, you know, I say the president, His Excellency.
You're singing his praises. I mean, what did he actually do
so, I mean,
for you to have
this man flew from Accra and came to Borgatanga and saw, you know, the finishing point. You know, I mean,
somebody will say that's where he hails from.
No, Sammy, this is quite unprecedented. See, somebody might describe this as a least finance sport, but this is not the case. He came over. You know, this tour was quite special by ECOWAS. So the tour began from Cote d'Ivoire with 15 countries, passing through Ghana's border into Burkina Faso. So I mean, what does that tell you?
You had no challenges as well?
No challenges.
Okay.
Ghana immigration, Ghana police, and whatever, fantastic. You know, it was a very huge organization. So that was where the Burkina Faso president, His Excellency Mark IV.
So he met up with
the president himself, exactly. You know, he even invited the Ghana Sports Ministry. But there was no attendance from the sports ministry. Obviously, I think.
Tell me about the two chaps.
Yeah,
who are they?
See, this is I mean, Frank Adongo Fuseni.
I can see you, so I will just take you out.
So you see, so in the middle is Frank Adongo Fuseni.
That's a larger Dennis Moore.
Exactly. You know, the acting Upper East Regional Minister. This chap really needs commendation from the President of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. This man really needs to be watched in this country in some years to come. Sisami.
Can I know the other man? But tell me about him.
Shaban Mohammed is the technical director for the Ghana Cycling Federation, and this picture is so much, you know, of a memory to me because of you know what this man has really done, you know, for cycling. You know, I'm not saying this because maybe because because he came through or whatever, but I mean he actually hosted a dinner for about 50 to 60 officials from from Burkina Faso. So that was where the president Kabore invited Ghana to also come over to have a feast. You know, this is
then he really spent just on the funny side. Just on the funny side. The last time I heard some people hosting,
just to cut you, the man in Fugu is the ambassador from Ghana to Burkina Faso.
Okay.
Yes, His Excellency Bolina Sana. He was there to meet His Excellency the President from Burkina Faso. So see, Sammy, this picture even says a lot about cycling. It's not only about the sport.
But so what did the cycling team do for him by coming 10th out of 15 teams and Burkina Faso winning?
Absolutely.
That's an indictment on the Ghana cycling team. Wouldn't you say?
See, this is what I want us as Ghanaians to really, talk about.
Educate us.
Sports is not only about going to win medals. Sammy,
really?
I'm telling you.
We are not Arsenal's here.
Sammy,
we are not Arsenal Football Club.
Sammy, hold on. For 39 good years now. See, anytime I say this, people take me on. But it's a fact. For 39 years now, has Ghana won the Cup of Nations? I mean the Black Stars.
You've always come close.
No, don't say that.
You've been in the finals.
It's not about the closeness. Have you won it? That's the question.
But cycling, have they won anything substantial?
You need to answer me. So
have they even gone close?
Absolutely.
I mean, if
Ghana has won a yellow jersey just last year, we won a yellow jersey. For the first time ever, Ghana won a yellow jersey. We won it. So what are we talking about?
And subsequent time you come 10th out of
Hold
a
on.
whole 15 bunch of teams.
You see, we have to come to terms to notice that sports is about taking the plight of the ordinary person on the street from the so-called social vices. It's key. I'm sure, but for sporting disciplines, most of our sporting guys would have been armed robbers. Sammy, this is what we need to address. This is why we have the National Youth Authority, the Ministry of what?
Youth and sports, yeah.
So what is the youth telling us, Sammy? What is the word youth in the sports telling us? We have to think beyond
let me ask
the
you
radar.
this. I mean, somebody will say that everybody invests in something to get money. Everybody invests in order to get returns.
It's a wrong notion.
What is the cycling team bringing?
Yeah, you mentioned money, but it's a wrong notion. We invest in sports to make sure we bring out the best in our locals, in the youth. Look, in every country, you can get the best out of your youth when you really actually, invest in them. You understand? And
they don't win anything for the country.
Winning something is quite, I mean, it's a commendable feat. But just moving a step further. Look at, an Ali like Matabisa. Where is she now? In the US, making Ghana proud. Has she won anything?
But if you're in a team with the caliber of Burkina Faso, with the kind of infrastructures that we have in Ghana, the fact that at a point there was even Cowbell sponsoring the cycling team, then you know that we have a mileage a bit ahead of the Burkina base. So if you have Burkina Faso actually coming first as against Ghana on the 10th, then the argument of even the Netherlands and nullifies itself. Wouldn't you say?
No, that is on cycling. Burkina Faso won the yellow jersey, fine. But on the team classification, it was Germany. Cycling is consistency, and where we've actually got into now as a country in cycling, we really need commendations. I mean, this is what I'm talking about.
Would you say that the cycling team did very well?
Yes, we did well. No, not very well, but we did well. We did appreciably well, so to speak.
Why would you say that?
Why? Because after we came from Australia, we actually know the boys, their camping, regiment, their bicycle regiment, their diet, their training, their health issues and what. So it takes a lot. Can you compare them to the Black Stars team?
Not at all. Because the last time they went to Australia, they did the same thing like the Black Stars. They were telling the Australians that they have no resources whatsoever.
That is history. We're talking about Burkina Faso now, Sammy.
History is meant to be referred to.
As we speak now, preference is given to football, for that matter, Black Stars, more than the other of the rest. The rest of the disciplines.
Somebody will tell you that is the mother game of the nation. Everybody, so to speak,
that is wrong.
Football.
And that is something that I really want to humbly.
If you are to do analysis right now, obviously you have football being at the peak.
Sammy,
like it or not.
So then why don't you scrap all the so-called least finance sports from the sports authorities calendar? What are we doing? Swimming, badminton, volleyball, taekwondo. Sammy, tell me. What is the essence of sports?
What is the next plan for the Cycling Federation? If you come 10th, obviously you should have a plan for the subsequent events. So what is the next plan?
You see, this this was a preparatory grant for the team to prepare adequately, even ahead for Tokyo 2020. So you can see we have 2 more years to go.
Okay.
We have more plans to go. I'm pretty sure in the next 2 weeks or 3 we'll be going to Togo for some competitions. Cote d'Ivoire is of course in the corner. Now this year we've actually eclipsed our calendar. So we are looking forward to going to more programs to keep the boys in shape. It's about shape. Look, it's just like in football.
So who were some of the talents that you saw that you know that if we should nurture these guys in the next 2 years, like you're saying, they can go and make Ghana proud?
We virtually took new faces to Burkina Faso.
That's great.
New faces.
That's great.
In cycling, it's about age. When you are aging, definitely we need to also groom the young ones to follow. Look, a chap like Solomon Tego, Maxwell Doku, Anthony Boache, Gabriel Tete, Francis Owusu.
Interesting.
Fantastic staffs. And we know where we are coming from.
Okay, so they got the exposure.
Absolutely.
So they can learn from.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Solomon Tego, 19 years of age, climbing the podium for the first time in such a stage. So we know what we're talking about.
So there was a systematic plan, as it were.
Of course. We have the plan.
Who's the coach of Ghana Cycling? Because we want to give him much more, as it were.
Yeah, the coach leverage. The coach we took to this year's tour was Aminu Mohammed. He's a level 2 coach, and I'm also a coach, Sami. Do you know that?
I know.
I hold a level 1 coaching course, of course, in cycling.
I know.
But in any case, we have about 20 coaches in cycling. 20 coaches in cycling.
That's interesting.
Absolutely. So we are actually wanting to grow the sport. To an appreciable level. But just to draw the curtains on this issue, what I want us to understand is that sports It's not only about winning medals. So, I mean, we need to appreciate this.
That's very arguable, though.
It's arguable.
I'm sure that if you were to put it in the cherry and try and put it in the context of Arsenal, even Arsenal today, they are saying that they want trophies. That's how come they.
So, I mean, this is Arsenal.
Arsene Wenger.
You see,
so
we're talking Ghana.
Somebody
here
will
now.
say, why would you write? Why would you go to school, learn all those things, and at the end of the day you don't make better
so, I mean,
use
you know
of
that
it?
if you don't invest, you cannot reap.
Are you saying that they are not investing in cycling?
But is Ghana investing in cycling?
Are you saying that they are not investing in cycling?
No. I mean, as an individual?
Emphatic. Is the government, corporate bodies not helping in cycling?
Obviously, I mean, they are not. And see, I don't only speak for cycling. For all the least finance sports, they need some adequate
Today, we're talking
funding.
about cycling. Let's just zoom in on cycling.
Absolutely. I mean, see, this trip to Burkina Faso, we funded the trip ourselves.
We, when you say we,
the Cycling
what do you mean by
Federation, the
we?
president,
Interesting.
technical director. They did all this themselves.
Educators, the Cycling Federation, don't they give their budgets, as it were, to the government?
Sami, you see, we
and
do.
they reinvest.
Sami, we do all these things. We submit all our budgets to the sports authority. But look, what we get? We get nothing. I'm telling you for a fact. We get nothing. And you see, I'm not saying this to denigrate the integrity of the ministry or something, but it's a fact. You know, for the past 10, 15 years. Trust me, how much? Unless, you see, if you're going for international competitions, the government must sponsor, let's say the Commonwealth Games, All Africa Games, and stuff like that.
Okay.
But for local games, so local programs, we do our congresses or whatever, it's supposed to be funded by the NSA and the ministry.
Okay, so let's get this. With those ones, do you actually try to get the ministry involved and they say no, or probably?
Sami,
what happens? Tell me about it.
We do. And I'm sure it's not even only the Cycling Federation.
We are just talking about cycling.
Absolutely. We do, you know, by the times, you know, this chronic syndrome of, there's no money. Absolutely. You know, that's the problem.
The Cycling Federation, where do you guys get the money to organize this kind of programs? Because I think it's good going forward.
From individuals' pockets. The
You don't
president,
say.
the technical director, from their pockets. It's a fact. I'm telling you. So, you know, I must also commend, you know, one company, Lot Services. You know, it's a law group. They came over
to wrap it up. I mean, look, what happened to the Carbell deal? Everybody thought it was a great deal. What happened? How come you guys couldn't sustain
Carbell
it?
is a company. So they signed a 5-year deal with the Cycling Federation. So if the deal is finished, you can't force Carbell to come over again. You have to just judge with him and see how best he can come back.
But let's talk about another very interesting topic. That's amputee football.
Yeah.
I'm told they are in arms against the government for reasons best known to them, because apparently they were not given the money to be able to make the trip.
So sad. And this is also one of the least financed sports, of course, in this country, isn't it? Amputee football. You know, and I'm so sad and I'm so worried, you know, for this particular entity. You know, they were supposed to go to Mexico for the World Cup. So, I mean, you know, and speaking to the highest authority of this, you know, whole enclave, you know, they really did everything possible to see themselves, in Mexico. But it didn't materialize. In any case, do you know something?
No.
I spoke with the technical division of the whole team that they had already informed the Ministry of Youth and Sport.
You don't say.
Over 2-3 months ahead. I'm telling you this. You know, so how come on the day, Sami, you see, let's be frank. I don't want you to hit the least finance sport, but Sami, let's be frank on paper. We have to, you know, share the cake.
Because you're seeing images on your screens.
Exactly.
Indeed. That's amputee football.
That's right. Sami, let's share the cake equally. See, Sami, there's a discipline in this country. They even need 5,000 Ghana cities to develop themselves.
And you're not getting it.
I'm telling you for a fact.
Tell me about that discipline.
How much does football get from the coffers? As we speak, the women football is coming. It's about coming to start, isn't it? Women football, isn't it?
Yes. The
So,
tournament is which is
no, it's not bad. It's a very good thing to do.
Yes, it's good.
I even appreciate that. It's a
good
fantastic
thing.
move.
Yes.
But Sami, what are you doing to badminton? What are you doing to hockey? What are you doing to, you know, Sami? Skate, soccer. What are you doing to cycling? What are you doing to boxing? Sami, we need to wake up as a country and know that, look, there are so many disciplines we need to support. Even with the pittance, they can go. They can do something. It's not about they're going over to win medals. Always medal. From today, we have to dispel from our minds that sports is only about winning medals. It's not the truth. Look, Olympic Games.
That's the ultimate, though.
Look, let me tell you, what is the ultimate vision of Olympic Games? I'm asking today. Is to participate. That's the ultimate aim of Olympic Games.
But aside that, every institution,
you said aside, but I'm asking you,
has
the
its
ultimate
own vision of going there.
I said
because at the end of the day, you have this big country saying that we want this amount of gold,
Sami,
we want this amount of bronze.
Yes,
so Obviously.
I'm happy you said.
And it comes with a price tag.
Hold on. I'm happy you said aside. But I'm also telling you that what is the ultimate aim of going for the Olympics? It's for participation.
I'm doing the question asking here.
Absolutely.
But let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. I mean, look, the Black Stars go to Brazil and they come out with a awesome amount of money, which the FA can even use to run, as it were, their own internal affairs. What happens with cycling? I mean, you guys go in, you don't bring anything. Look, it's like you have two kids. One goes in there with big money and comes out with big money. The other one goes in there, I mean, with big money. He comes out with nothing. Obviously, you would total a certain line.
Sammy.
That's in business, what they call being realistic.
For how many years now? As the Black Stars, you know, won the Cup of Nations. I keep telling you this. 39 years.
Yes.
35, 36 years. But the government still keeps spending on the Black Stars.
But if the Black Stars should go to the World Cup,
you said should.
And get to.
Hold on. You said should.
No, the last time they went to.
Future tense.
Okay. So let me put it.
They're pragmatic.
Now let me pragmatic.
Should. Yes.
The last time the Black Stars went to the World Cup,
yeah,
they came with a certain wholesome amount of money, and of course, that was supposed to be used for certain infrastructures. I don't know what they did with the money though, but of course they were able to bring certain income in. Does the other sports do same?
So is that the reason? You're not wanting to help the least finance sports grow? Look at boxing.
Bottom line.
Do you know the government owes DK Poison or $40,000 for over 30-something years? I mean, this is what we're talking about. See, I don't care about what Blast no. Then what's the use of that edifice as a ministry? Then it should be Ministry of Football. Finish, Sammy. That's my case.
So you're stating emphatically
Absolutely.
here that the Ministry of Youth and Sports, which is run by Honorable Esiama, they're actually not supporting the less financed sports.
This is what I see.
Interesting.
This is what I see.
But he touted himself as being one minister who is actually taking care of the so-called less known finance sports.
See, the issue
he's been going all around talking about the fact that he's been making sure that all the sporting activities get their fair share of the booty.
He has the liberty to say so. He has the liberty to say whatever I want to say.
So is he lying to us?
No, he's not lying. He's actually doing pretty well, but he needs to do more.
Is he lying to us? Because if he's not doing that, then that means he's lying to us.
Sammy,
or is he being economical with the truth?
Sammy,
which is which?
Renovating stadiums, building edifices. It's not only the. Cannot only be the yardstick for achievement.
Interesting.
Trust me.
Interesting.
If you're not feeding
do you
the
think
athletes,
that what they did to the amputee team is unfair? Because I heard the amputee captain saying that, look, if we didn't go, then the little sponsorship that we got, share it amongst us. That's interesting.
Anyway, I haven't heard about that issue, but for me, I think that Sammy, it's about the can you just imagine, but let's be fair. I think I'm actually making a very good point.
Okay.
On air.
Okay.
Let's be very, very, pragmatic and see how best we can really support all the elite finance sports to grow. In a very good port.
That's true.
This is a country.
This
is Ghana.
49
sporting disciplines.
You
can't just take one and. Sammy,
that's unfair.
Look at per diems. I've never seen a cyclist for the past 15 years taking a per diem before.
Interesting.
I'm telling you for a fact. I've never seen a cyclist taking a per diem of even 2 cities.
But who have you seen taking a per diem before?
Footballers. Don't you see? Don't you see yourself?
You're telling me,
Sammy, it's a fact.
It's a fact.
But see, let's support the athletes. But for sports, I keep on saying most of our sporting athletes would have turned armed robbers.
Could a division in the amputee team might or probably was it the reason that erupted this whole thing? Do you think that it's a division?
No,
we are told there is a similar division as it were.
Well, yes. There will be some kind of similar tensions, of course, in this particular thing. But for me, I thought even if the government had been taking even the players alone, to Mexico, it will serve as a punishment to the entire caucus of the so-called amputees. Or, whatever. You understand? Yeah. There are tensions. There are power plays, of course, in amputee division. But in this case, the government come in, take only the footballers to Mexico and send a signal to them, to polish their house, to actually maintain order, of course, in the discipline.
Well, finally, let's do a little bit of tennis, then we just wrap up and get out of the studio. It's always a pleasure talking to you because you're so passionate about what you do, and you seem to have grasp over everything, and that's good. That's a good commendation that I've observed. Anyway, you're passionate about what you say.
Thanks for the compliment,
tennis.
Sammy. Yeah.
What's happening with tennis?
Well, Sammy, the Tennis Federation we're supposed to, of course, have in the studios, one of their secretaries, of course, to brief us more about the upcoming program.
I hope we get some few highlights as we are talking
I
on
think
tennis.
so. They were supposed to have a program, of course, in the Busia Beach, in the central region.
Okay.
It's a very leisure program to go there, play tennis, enjoy yourself, with your spouse, and I think it's a commendable.
So you're watching images of those very young,
exactly, tennis, tennis.
Tennis players.
It's a very commendable feat from the Tennis Federation wanting to do this. So they actually wanted to promote promote, you know, this stance. People go into register, you know, go over, have a leisure weekend, you know, and I think this is a very wonderful innovation from the Tennis Federation.
Gone were the days where you have Ofori. I mean, they were doing fantabulous.
Frank Ofori, yes.
Frank Ofori, yes.
Yeah.
So how come we've not been able to, as it were, try and get other people to, as they fizzled out, we've not been able to groom people enough to fill in their hope.
You know, football, boxing, tennis. I mean, if you mention football, you mention boxing, I'm sure you can't take away tennis, isn't it?
Definitely.
So what is the government doing? Once again, to promote tennis. Tennis is supposed to be one of the most, you know, lucrative sporting disciplines in this country. But I mean, as we speak now, I mean, just tell me.
Somebody will tell you it's a very expensive sport.
I mean, currently we have only Bakabese that we can really talk of. And all the rest, certainly, I mean, off records. Very, very bad CV for the tennis, you know, I mean, growth in this country.
Is it a problem of the Tennis Federation not doing so well, or is it just a problem of we not getting enough talent?
The Tennis Federation, as I know, are doing their bit. Look, McDan is coming in to support more. But what is the government also doing, Sammy? That's my problem. What's the government doing? Now we are not seeing, you know, tennis play, of course, in this, you know, West Africa, you know, something. Ghana is out. You know, so when are we coming back again? What is the structure from the government? What's the government doing to make sure that tennis really comes up? Look, we have associations. So is the Ministry of Youth and Sports who would have to liaise with the federation? What are you doing? What's your plan? Can we take some of your, guys outside to train, blah, blah, so
okay.
The vision.
If Muhammad doesn't go to the mountain must certainly come to Muhammad. So why would they do the other way?
They go.
Okay.
But nothing happens. As I told you, Sammy.
Many thanks, Dennis Moore. It's always a pleasure, like I said, always talking to you on this set. That was Dennis Moore, ever passionate, and of course, he's always on top of issues. Too bad we had a problem with our text console. We couldn't read your messages, but of course, we'll do that right about now. Say probably next week we'll do that for you. Indeed, my name has been Samuel Fusino. Of course, I hosted the host. That's Dennis Oblogomo. He comes to your screen same time next week. And I'll say many thanks to all the production crew that make the show. Till I meet you same time. Of course, you can watch my